you give the wrong password thrice?
Good afternoon, student. For today's second session of SAP. Within 4 minutes, we will start the session so that more attendees can join. And today we have Nagaraj sir with us for the second session. Sir, you can carry on with your class after 4 minutes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Kunal, your voice seems to be breaking.
No, sir. Actually, due to cough and cold, my voice is like.
Oh, okay, okay. So you said after 4 minutes, I need to start my session, right?
Correct. By 2:10 we will start.
Okay, we'll wait for the other students to log in. Another 2-3 more minutes, and then we will start the session.
Correct, sir.
Students, now you may be feeling the session to be very, very interesting, right? You're seeing many things happening on the SAP system, right? You will have to please hold on for this. I've still not yet come to that particular stage where I can explain cost elements and cost center creation in SAP. I said, please do not focus on the creation. It is not your job. Please. Once again, I repeat, creation will be not taken up. I'm explaining things just because of some interest. That's it. Creation, please do not focus on the creation. No, you are not going to create anything new. Let me repeat this. You are not going to create anything new. New cost element, nothing doing. No cost center creation, no creation of anything. Please be very, very aware of that. All right. So this is ruled out. No creation. Yeah. Thank you. I'm not responsible for marking your attendance here. Wrong question to the wrong person. Another minute more and we will take up our session. All right, we can start off. So just before today's session started, very interesting. So we came to know what were the requirements for you to start working on the SAP system. Okay. So what were the prerequisites? You had to have your GUI. You may call it by whatever names you are comfortable with. The next step was you had to have your relevant system, SAP system credentials. And thirdly, you had to get your specific personal credentials, the user credentials. So each user in an SAP system will be identified by this particular user ID. Yeah. And he or she will be given a unique password, which is case sensitive. It could be a mix of capitals and small letters and whatever. So try to be very careful. And what happens if you enter the wrong password. What happens here is, in this case, if you enter the password erroneously 3 times, the system gets locked. All right, so your password gets locked. So what do you have to do? This happens in your live SAP systems, right? So in this case, what you need to do, what should the user do? The user should write back a mail to the DBA, database administrator, your system administrator, or to the concerned person who's in charge of the systems. So he will have to generate a new password and send a mail to you. You will at no point in time will be given the authorization to change or create a new password for you. So that is why we always tell you that please be very, very careful with your password. Apart from the confidentiality, also ensure that you remember the password. You can make a note of it in your Scratchpad sometimes. All right, but please do not share your passwords. And now you know how the system is impacted if you give the wrong password thrice. You'll have to wait till your request is honored. Just because you have sent a mail, he will not be in a position to attend to your mail immediately, because he will be having his own tasks, the administrator. So he will take his own time to look into your matter, look into your issue. And once you have your system locked, at no point in time you are given the authorization to regenerate your password. You will not be given access to that particular transaction at all. Yeah. And in your live projects, do not expect that authorization will be given to the consultant screen. You will not be authorized to enter the transaction code SPRO. Even if you enter, it says you're not authorized. Yeah. Okay. Now, so as in, see, now I added maybe a new point or 2 new points. So like this, as in when the moment arises, I will start adding information. Yeah. So now, once you have successfully given all these 3 details, that is your client, your user ID, and your password, the system opens up in the easy access mode. In your easy access mode. So this easy access mode is typically also can be called as your end user screen. Why is it called as an end user screen? Because this is the place where the end user or the employees of any organization will be entering their day-to-day transactions. Yeah. Now, so each screen you open. Now, what is the other session? So apart from your easy access, you can also open the system to open the screen. There is another screen available in SAP called as the SPRO or your IMG or your consultant screen or your configuration screen, by whatever name you want to call, you can go ahead and call. Now, what is the SPRO? SPRO is the transaction code for you to enter into the consultant's screen or in your implementation screen. IMG stands for an implementation guide. Yeah. So basically, as I said, as end users, you will not be given access to this particular transaction code itself. Most of the projects will block this transaction code. Here, only the relevant set of people, okay, will be given access to enter this particular screen. So what is the significance of the screen? This is the screen where the consultant spends his time. What does he do? He constructs the SAP system after having understood the requirements of the implementing partner. Clear? So in the morning also we saw the responsibilities of a consultant because somebody asked me a question. So these are the roles of a consultant. Okay, what is he into? He should be possessing good knowledge of SAP. He should also have a fairly good enough knowledge on the business. All right. He is considered to be a specialist in both SAP as well as in understanding the business requirements. So during his implementation or during his consulting phase, he also should train the end users. He has to prepare the relevant documents pertaining to training of the users, testing of the system. OK, and what does he do? He basically designs or configures the SAP system based on the needs of the implementing partner. So if he gets into the supporting role, what is his basic job? He has to resolve or rectify the errors as and when faced by the end users. OK, and these errors, they are classified into high priority, medium priority, low priority. This we spoke about it in the support projects. OK. So in the morning, we saw an error which popped up. And there I made a point where errors are indicated in different colors in SAP based on their criticality. Any message, any errors which appear to you in red and black, they are critical errors. Critical errors in the sense they will have to be rectified by the support consultant, and then and only then the system allows the end user or the user to proceed with the work. Yeah. So now in the morning when I try to enter a transaction and I wanted to enter the transaction as of today, the system blocked me. It says the relevant month is not open for you, or the relevant month is not open for anybody. In which company code? In GM01. So I went and resolved that error, and that is why the system generated a document by this number, 1 followed by 6 zeros and 141. So normally your standard document number is of 10 digits. Normally, as of the system SAP system standards, your document number will be 10 digits. OK, now